Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Shakes P. Keeping it 100. Y'all already know how we do here, man. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Click that post notification bell. Make sure to like, share, and comment down below. Right now, we're going to jump into a reaction. We're going to do something a little bit different than we normally do here. Right now, we're going to react to a little bit of sports. Right now, we're going to react to some boxing. You can already tell in the title what this is. This is the night unknown boxer Manny Pacquiao became feared to everybody in the multiple divisions that he fought. This video comes courtesy of Boxing After Dark. I'm looking so forward to jumping right in this. To my subscriber that sent, this is a donation request. To my subscriber, thank you so much for the generous donation. All the love and support that you show the channel and everything you've done to help and do to help the different initiatives that we do have in place here. For those of you who might not necessarily know, everything all across the board on this channel, whether it's from videos I post, live streams, donation requests, everything goes towards helping the underprivileged children in my area of Legazpi City, Philippines. I was born and raised in Toronto, moved to the Philippines about 6 years ago. We send over, I send over 1,000 students to 1,000 kids to school every year, supplying them with knapsacks, pens, pencils, erasers, notebooks, uniforms, shoes. But I've also partnered with a children's orphanage, St. Jude's Children's Orphanage, and I do very similar work with the orphanage by helping them with bedding, food, clothes, anything that is we're able to help them with, obviously with restrictions because there's a restricted budget, limited and all that stuff. All information is in the description to anybody that wants to get behind the initiative and support the initiative. That being said, without further ado, hesitation, and all that good stuff, Manny Pacquiao, it is on you. Well, I guess it's on Poker After Dark, but let's go.
The year is 2002. Manny Pacquiao, after rising through the ranks of Philippine boxing and making a big splash in an even bigger America, wants to go from a two-weight world champion all the way up to a three-weight.
Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo, sa pagdasal nyo. Kung dahil sa
And for those that don't know, Manny Pacquiao retired as a 6th division champion. So early on, he's already in they say 92. He's already a 2-division world champion. That's crazy. Wow.
All the way up to a three-weight.
Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo, sa pagdasal nyo. Kung dahil sa inyo, nanalo ako ng knockout.
But first, a former champion named Jorge Julio wants to steal what Pac-Man has worked so effortlessly for in a grueling yet well-deserved 12-round bout. With the old but wise champion...
I wouldn't say effortlessly. At this point, he has minimum 2 losses, so there is some effort having to be put in there.
In Julio show that experience trounces flashiness, or will Pacquiao's journey as a formidable threat only now be going into second gear? Welcome back to Boxing After Dark. Tonight, we're reminiscing over the early years of a future legend and one of its most remarkable chapters. Let's get into it. In 2002, Manny Pacquiao was yet...
Look how young he is here. He's a little boy. Let's go.
Manny Pacquiao was yet to have some of the more eye-catching wins that he'd later be known for. There's no Eric Morales, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, or Adrian Broner yet on his resume. But there was a tremendous amount of potential. Yes, Pac-Man had faltered twice in his career so far with a record of 33-2. But one of those was at the age of 17, and the other was against a solid knockout artist, Medgon Sincharat, in a bout that Pacquiao was clearly unready for. But an essential aspect of this second loss that's often undermined is that this is what caused the boy in Manny to be killed and the legend to be born.
Let's go. This documentary was done really well. Hats off and shout out to Boxing After Dark.
Undermined is that this is what caused the boy in Manny to be killed and the legend to be born.
I always said, you never know when the next Muhammad Ali is going to walk through your door. And then one day, this little Filipino kid, 122 pounds, and he comes up to me, can barely speak English. His manager, Mr. Nazario, says, we hear you're pretty good on the mitts. I said, okay. After one round, we clicked like we knew each other our whole
After one round, they clicked like they've known each other forever. Really?
limits. I said, I'm okay. After one round, we clicked like we knew each other our whole life.
I'm going to put on some closed captions. I just realized that they were on.
I'm okay. After one round, we clicked like we knew each other our whole life.
After losing this title, the race to become the champion again was on, and it'd be 2 years later when that moment would come in the super bantamweight division against the underrated Lenololo Leduaba.
I had never seen him. I frankly had never heard of him, but I've seen him.
Manny Pacquiao won a title when nobody knew who he was on the other side of the world. Oh my gosh. I don't forget. It's so hard to remember the beginning of Pacquiao's career fighting on the undercards where nobody really paid attention.
Leduaba.
I had never seen him. I frankly had never heard of him, but I've seen and heard of him now.
After just one defense against the also-talented Agapito Sanchez, which ended in a draw on the doctor's orders, the great within Pacquiao had awoken, and he refused to be stepped on or overlooked again.
Did he just knock the mitt off of his trainer's hand? Holy shit.
Orders, the great within Pacquiao had awoken, and he refused to be stepped on or overlooked again.
I've never
And this
seen that.
is where Jorge Julio comes in. Fight night arrived on the 8th of June.
Shut up. I've never seen that. Holy shit.
Is where Jorge Julio comes in. Fight night arrived on the 8th of June 2002 as the Pac-Man, then going by the name of the Destroyer, made his way to the ring. The screaming and sputtering crowd had already crowned their champion before the bout had begun. After the challenger enters the ring, the two touch gloves and the bell rings for the first time.
Let's go. Kick his ass, Manny. Oh,
Maldonado was also the manager of
I say kick his ass, Manny, going into this, but this is the night that Manny was feared, so clearly he does kick his ass.
Maldonado was also the manager of Agapito Sanchez, who fouled Pacquiao so ruthlessly in San Francisco. And Freddie Roach said to us yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if Julio tries to do the same doggone thing. Freddie says he would like for Pacquiao to learn to foul a guy back when he fouls him.
Can't imagine anyone fouling me when I were fighting that many times.
Big left hand by Pacquiao. Julio stops him in his tracks there with a left hand counter. Pacquiao has already gotten some of Julio's respect for his power. You may be biting off something more than you can chew. A lot of crab. Oh, big left hand by Pacquiao. But then you taste the power and sort of get used to it, right, Bobby?
You say you taste the power and get used to it. If you're not a power puncher and you're fighting a power puncher like Pac-Man for the first time, when he was like hands of steel in a division where guys had knockout but not heavyweight knockout power at this weight, you don't adapt and get used to the power. Not a fucking chance, man. Come on.
Pacquiao. But then you taste the power and sort of get used to it, right, Bobby?
Nope.
Pacquiao with a body shot after missing with the wild right hand. Pacquiao wants to be Julio, a little bit more of a change-up artist.
And one of the things, there's a beautiful straight left hand by Pacquiao. When you punch that hard as Pacquiao is, it takes a lot of energy to stop.
This is only the first round.
When you punch that hard as Pacquiao is, it takes a lot of energy to start those punches.
Oh, that's a huge left-hand shot. And the right-hand shot.
Night.
Make those punches hit something.
He got up.
Body shot by Pacquiao. Julio seems a little bit flustered by Manny's power. And the first round comes to a close.
He seems a little bit flustered. I thought you adapt to the power. I thought you get used to it. Come on, man. Now you're contradicting yourself.
Julio seems a little bit flustered by Manny's power. And the first round comes to a close.
Round one finds Manny Pacquiao looking fresh and elegant as he pounds on pressure from the opening bell. A war is traded from the beginning of the 3 minutes to the end. And despite Pacquiao looking the better of the two, Julio is taking the power better than many other opponents of Pac-Man thus far.
Julio went to the canvas. Now round two begins.
Thus far, it's only the second round he's been taking it better than most. Manny Pacquiao was not Mike Tyson knocking guys out in 30 seconds. So to last 3 minutes with a guy going up in weight class, come on.
and thus far.
Julio went to the canvas. Now round 2 begins by Pacquiao. And you heard Julio's corner saying, hit him in the belly. And down goes Julio.
So that's what? That knockdown right there is what? 10 seconds, 15 seconds into the second round. Clearly he's taking the power better than most. Man, come on. Fuck out of here.
Begins by Pacquiao. And you heard Julio's corner saying, hit him in the belly.
15 seconds.
Julio.
15 seconds.
Told in the corner. Double jab and throw the left hand. He did it. Look what we see.
Sit down.
Freddie Roach told him to go in behind the double jab and followed him with the left hand. He did it twice in a row. And the second one dropped Julio.
Oh. If you've never been hit in the body, if you've never had those kidney and liver shots, man, be happy. Did the ref just wave it over?
And followed him with the left hand. He did it twice in a row. And the second one dropped Julio.
This is some prospect, Bobby. To me, he's every bit as exciting as Prince Nassim Hamed.
He really is.
No 3 knockdown rule in effect.
I think Julio's going to have trouble finishing this round. I really do.
Julio trying to fight his way.
I think he's going to have trouble finishing the round. I thought he was adapting to the power. I thought he was taking it better than most at this point in Manny's career. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
No 3 knockdown rule in effect.
I think Julio's going to have trouble finishing this round. I really do.
Julio trying to fight his way back. A little grabbing and holding might be the thing to do. Pacquiao's just getting ready to swing away again. And Bill Clancy's seen it up.
It lasted 4 minutes. Everything that they said in the first round was just thrown aside. Fuck out of here with that stuff.
Devastating second round TKO for Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao so quick, so aggressive.
Dang.
And hurt Julio so much in the first minute of the round that the veteran fighter never even really tried to grab and hold or buy time.
Despite his young age, Pac-Man had the showings of a true champion with the wisdom of an experienced fighter.
All the belt, I want to unify that in 122 and 126 pounds. Any opponent.
Jorge Julio's professional career after
Any opponent, bitches, bring it. We're right here. We're not going anywhere.
this fight was an unfortunate yet unsurprisingly short one, fighting only one more time professionally against Israel Vasquez, another legend of the bantamweight division, who would knock out Julio and lead him to retire with an indubitably respectable record of 44-5.
Wow.
Manny Pacquiao's career, meanwhile, was only just getting started, even though he was 37 fights into his career. After becoming a world champion in another 6 weight divisions and defeating most of the greats of his time, Pacquiao would retire.
I just got goosebumps. Another 6 divisions. 6 more. We're turning closed captions off. 62-8. And until he had hand problems like Floyd Mayweather, those 39 knockouts were a lot closer to like 45 fights. It was towards the end of his career. Everybody was like, oh, Manny lost knockout power. No. When you have hand and wrist issues and you break fingers and you break your wrists and you break your hands fighting and you break bones in your hands, you don't lose your power. Your power is still there. But you figure out ways to win fights without breaking your hands. If you look at the beginning of Floyd Mayweather's career, he was knocking everybody out with his good defense. But it wasn't until he started breaking his hands and wrists as well that those knockouts to win ratio started dropping. And it's very similar to Manny. Everybody's like, oh, he hasn't knocked somebody out in a long time. You don't think he wants to? Of course he does.
With a beautiful record of 62-8, with a handful of losses being shrouded in controversy and many wins being glorified for their significance to the sport and incredible performances. Manny, since retirement, has teased potential professional comebacks along with Olympic returns and exhibitions. But after the falling through of a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr., it's unclear what Manny will do next. But either way, all boxing fans will undoubtedly follow and admire what he sets out to achieve in the future.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that was the night unknown Manny Pacquiao became feared by the boxing world. How much I'm going to say after it. I spoke a lot during it because I know sports and I know boxing. I used to box. I know boxing inside and out. From this era, I had a subscription to Ring King. I used to watch Friday Night Fights, Boxing After Dark, HBO, all of those things nonstop. But then, I used to order the fight. My dad had to pay for it, but I used to order every fight. I was a boxing fanatic. I loved it. I used to... Hockey, baseball, and boxing were my go-tos. These were my go-tos. And Manny Pacquiao was always a boxer I leaned to. You always went to the underdog. In every fight that he went into, he was always considered the underdog because of his size. But it wasn't until later on in his career that people took him seriously. YouTube, y'all already know what it is at this point, man. Y'all know how I do over here. I keep it 100. I keep it absolutely 100% with y'all. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Click that post notification bell. Make sure to like, share, and comment down below. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know songs, artists, things you want me to react to. I got you. I will put it on the list. Let me know in the comments if you want more things like this. And when you do say yes or you do want me to react to something, don't be shy. Post the links to what you want me to react to. As always, donation requests always get bumped to the top of the list. And every donation comes with the reaction to anything of your choice. It doesn't matter what it is. Clearly, you can see we're doing boxing, we're doing sports. Doesn't really matter what it is. As well, in the description is the link to what we're reacting to. So if you want to rewatch this or go watch more stuff on Boxing After Dark, click that link. Make sure to go subscribe over to the channel. It is your boy, Shakes P, keeping it 100, and I'm out. Peace.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?